A gimbal is a great addition to your equipment set. While using a gimbal, you can shoot gorgeous stabilized footage. In this video, we'll explain to you how to set up and operate the MOZA Air Gimbal. The MOZA Air Gimbal comes in a nice, sturdy, hard case. Let's open the case and see what's inside. To start using the MOZA Air Gimbal, you first need to charge the batteries, using the battery charger. When the batteries are finished charging, insert the batteries into the hand grip, with the positive terminals facing upwards. The next step is attaching the battery hand grip to the gimbal. Now you can mount your camera to the gimbal. On the back of the box, you can find which cameras are suitable for the MOZA Air Gimbal. Make sure to check this, because not all cameras can be supported by the gimbal. Smaller cameras should be attached to the closest track to the tilt motor. Larger cameras can be mounted on the second track. Use the lock screw to attach the camera to the gimbal. It's time to adjust the balance of the camera. Balancing the camera will help the motor of the gimbal lift the weight of the heavy camera. To start adjusting the balance, hold the MOZA Air upright, point the camera down and then loosen this knob right here. Now you can slide this part back and forwards. We want the camera to stay in position instead of tilting back or forwards. When it's balanced, tighten the knob. Next, we point the lens of the camera forward. We're going to loosen the lock screw that we use to mount the camera so that we can move the camera back and forward. Try to find the point where the camera is balanced so that it won't go up or down anymore. Then tighten the lock screw. To stop the camera from falling to the sides, we're going to loosen the knob right on top of the gimbal. Now we can slide this part back and forward until the camera is balanced. When you're finished adjusting the balance, tighten the knob. The camera is now almost perfectly balanced. To prevent the camera from spinning, turn the gimbal sideways and loosen this knob. This allows us to slide this entire part forwards and backwards until it's balanced. We are finished balancing the camera. Press the button above the hand grip to turn the MOZA Air Gimbal on. You can see that the camera is now perfectly balanced. Using the thumb joystick above the power button, you can control which direction the camera faces. Pressing the thumb joystick allows you to use different modes. Pressing the joystick twice, the camera will follow your hand movement in all directions. Pressing the joystick 3 times, the camera will not follow your hand movement. It will stay put instead, facing the same direction at all times. Pressing the joystick 4 times, the camera will not follow your vertical movements, but it will follow your horizontal movements. The last mode is useful when you're following someone, because the camera stays put on the vertical axis, but will follow your hand movement on the horizontal axis. The MOZA Air Gimbal can be operated in 2 ways. The first way is by holding the battery hand grip. This way of operating the gimbal allows you to easily hold the camera at eye level. The second way of holding the gimbal is using the dual-handed system. This way of holding the gimbal allows for a better grip, but it will also mean that the camera will film from a lower angle. To hold the gimbal with 2 hands, we have to attach the dual handle. Installing the dual handle is easy. First, hold the gimbal upside down. Then, take the crossbar and attach it to the hand grip. To tighten the crossbar, take the knob and turn it to the other side. Now, grab the side handles and fit them onto the crossbar. Lock them in place using the red screws. After balancing the camera the same way we did earlier in this video, you're ready to start filming using the dual-handed system. You can also download the MOZA Assistant app to adjust settings of the gimbal. Turn on Bluetooth to connect the gimbal with the app. You can control the gimbal with the app. An important feature of the app is, if you go to Settings and scroll down, you will find Follow Speed. you can set the follow speed on low, medium or high. This will determine how fast the gimbal will move. Play around to see which setting is best for your situation. Now that you know how to operate the MOZA Air Gimbal, you are ready to make the most astonishing shots and take your videos to the next level. As you can see, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Bye!